Hello, welcome to this section. So in this session, we'll be talking about how to add links in HTML. So for you to create a link, you create it with something called an anchor link, and you do that by using the A tag. So you can see this is the anchor tag. So in the href, that's where you put the in the href attribute. That's where you put the reference to where you want to go to. So in HTML, we basically have external linking and internal linking. So external linking is talking about if you want to link to external websites like on Google, you use the external linking. Then internal linking is like you want to link to a part of your website. So let's start with external linking. Assuming I want to link to an external website that is different from my website, let's say Google. Let me put the address here. So as you can see, I've created the anchor tag. So as you can see, this is the link showing on our web browser. So if I click on this link, so as you can see, it took us to the Google homepage. So this is how to create an external link. So let me go back to the normal page. So I will just simply create another link below this one. Then I'll put a BR tag here. So if I want to do an internal linking, let's say I have a page called about us. Then in this href, what I'll just simply specify is the path to the file. So I'll simply write about us.html. So I've not yet created this file, so I'll just go ahead and create the file. So I'll just go here, click on this place to create a new file. So I'll just call it about us.html. So in this file, I'll just simply create a HTML boilerplate here. Then change this to about us so that we'll know when we get to the page. Then create a h1 tag here and call it about us. So I'll simply close this, then go to our index.html. So you can see in this about us is showing in our browser. So if I click on this link here, you can see it took us to this page, which is internal linking because it's within our website. So there is also what we call, if you want to link so that you can actually locate different points in your website. Let's say I'm in the index page or anywhere, but I want to head to a particular section in the same page. So let me just quickly paste the code here and show you how it is being done. So I've pasted the code here. So what I just did was just to create a normal p tag, then create an anchor tag. So in this anchor tag, remember I started with this hash sign, then I wrote about here, the same thing with this one. And if you see this about that I wrote here, you see that it matched with the ID of this about us. Then if I scroll down, you can see this one that is called services. You can see that it matched with the ID of this. So anytime you want to create a link and jump to any particular section, all you just need to do is to go to the section you want to jump to, create an ID. Then when you are doing the linking, make sure you just start with an hash sign and make sure that what follows it will match exactly with the name of the ID, which is about, or any place you want to jump to. So let's go back to the page and click so that you see how it is. So you can see, let me just put a BR tag so that all of them will be on a new line. So you can see that all of them are in a new line. So if I click on about here, you can see it's taking us to this section in the same page. Then if I click on services, you can see it's taking us to this h1, which is the services. Then if I click on contact, you can see it's taking us to this place. So it makes navigation within the page very, very, very easy. So this is how to do jumping in HTML, jumping to section in HTML. As you can see, I've just added this photo to this project again. So in order to create an image link, I know sometimes you have seen a situation whereby you click on an image, it will take you to a page. So in order to do that, you first start with your A tag. Then in the href, you put the path to where you want it to go. So we are going with this photo3.jpg. Then inside the anchor tag, instead of specifying the instead of specifying like writing something like the page, it will go to something like this. You can say anything I write here is what is going to be displayed there. Instead of writing a text, you create an image tag inside it. Then in the image tag, sorry, in this href, I'll put the path to the page I want to go to. So I want to go to about us.html for the A tag. Then in the image tag, I'll put the path to the image I want to use, which is the photo3.this. Then in the alt tag, I'll use let's say a description about the image. Then as you can see that this is looking very big, so we can simply fix that with using the height and width. So I can use a height of, let's say, 50 px, then use a width of 50 px as well, pixel, depending on your choice. So as you can see, to use an image as a link is very easy. So if I click on this link now, you can see it's taking us to the about us page. Then I can as well put an external link here as well. I can use an external link as well by putting the external link here. So let's go back to this web page. So if I click on it, you can see I can put an external link as well. This is taking us to the Google homepage. So if I click on it, as you can see, it's taking us to the Google homepage. So whenever you are creating an external link like this, it's very recommended to use this attribute called target and set the value to be blank. So what that does is instead of, like, as we click on this link now that is going to google.com, if I click on it, you can see that our page is directly shifting to google.com, which is not a good practice, because we won't like the situation whereby a visitor will be leaving our site. So instead, here in this A tag, I'll come here and click and create an attribute called target. Then in the target, I'll give it a value of blank. So let's go back to our project. Then let me refresh the page. So if I click on this right now, you can see it's no longer closing our page, rather it's creating a new tab, which when the person finish doing whatever they want to do in the external website, they can easily come back to the main website, which is our website.